What is up, Nighthawk Nation? Welcome back to the Nighthawk Gaming channel. Who is excited for another Nighthawk Gaming video? Guys, I got something special for you today. I think I just discovered my favorite deck of all time. I'll show it to you in just a second, but guys, but I gotta tell you, this deck is crazy. It's not dragons either. That's the weird part. It's not even dragons. I know that we've been playing with Galaxy Eyes and Blue Eyes for like over a year now. Well, the Blue Eyes for over a year. The Galaxy Eyes has been recent. But for once, it's not dragons. Alright. You're gonna have to wait a couple more seconds because I gotta get into it. But let me show you this deck, guys. Okay. So here is the deck. It is a Nordic God Aesir deck. Okay, so to start us off, we have Psi Frame Driver, we have Effect Veiler. The Frame Driver you'll see in a second. The Effect Veiler, yeah, everyone knows that, but I'm not even going to try and pronounce these names because although I am very Viking, and this deck really goes into my Viking roots. I have no idea how to pronounce any of these. So we have this one, Nordic Alfar. We have a Valkyrie. I can pronounce that one. We have Maxi. This kind of fits with the Frame Driver over there. You use both of these. So this one, you can special summon, and then when you special summon it, you can summon the other Frame Driver. And that kind of does some good things, because now it makes an 8, and you'll see when we get into the synchros why that's good. But we have a Nordic Beast, we have 3 of them, another Nordic Beast, 3 Ashes. This is the big one. This Nordic Beast right here is the thing that makes everything amazing. So basically what you want to do is you want to play one of these Nordic Beasts, or not Nordic Beasts, but one of these Nordic cards, and then when you play one of these Nordic cards, you can summon out this Link monster, which then lets you banish 3 cards. And then you can summon out 3 monsters to then synchro summon into either a Thor, a Loki, or an Odin. Now, that being said, the cool combos that you can make with this card are crazy. I mean, this one right here, the Nordic Smith, which I may bring up to actually 3, now that I'm sitting here looking at it. Bring him up to 3. So bring him up to 3. But you play him, he lets you go grab one of these cards. The main one that I typically grab is this one, because when I activate it, it negates all of the effects on all the face-up cards. Or I can tribute a Nordic monster, target one Aesir, so one of the gods, and bring it onto my field. So that's pretty cool. And then in Perm, Harpy's Feather Duster, Monster Reborn, Lightning Storm. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that either. This card I usually just use to banish, so that I can bring out the other ones. But Call by the Grave. This right here is another good card that I discovered, and I kind of like it because I can, again, stop all face-up monsters. So all face-up monsters cannot be tributed, used as material for Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Link until the end of the turn. So it stops everything as long as you activate it for the face-up monsters. And then we get into the extra deck, which some of these I haven't even seen. This one right here, I don't think I've ever played, and I should really take it out the deck if I'm being honest. This is that level 8 that the 2 frame drivers can come into. I've never gotten this out, but if I did, I might. I don't know. We'll see. I think I've gotten this out a couple times. Thor's the main one that I typically go to because he stops all face-up monster effects. And then if he gets destroyed, I can then, the next turn, bring him back. Now, here's the cool thing about this Aesir deck. Here's the cool thing. The rest of the extra decks you've already seen. It's pretty much standard stuff that you run in extra decks, like Bonnet de Fleur, IP, Nightmare Unicorn, Access Code Talker. Anyway, so when one of the Aesir gets sent to the graveyard, I can banish this card from the graveyard, and it lets me bring out one of the other 2. And then the next turn, so my turn, I can bring back that Aesir monster that was destroyed. So now I have 2 Aesirs on the field. So it's pretty cool. So let's get into a couple duels, shall we? I've been playing this deck. It is a powerful deck, and now that I said that, we are not going to win a single game. Here we go. Alright, let's go first and see how this goes. We're not doing ranked duels, we're just doing casual duels. Yeah, I just like doing, I've been doing a lot more casual duels lately. So as you can see, we have these cards right here. So what I'm going to do is summon you. And then special summon our Valkyrie, not Valkyrie. And then, yep, boom. And then what we can do, we can send her away. Send her away. And send that away. Those 3 are banished. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And then activate his effect. And we get to bring that one back. And now we'll bring out Thor. Set Thor on the field. And one thing I forgot to mention too is that when these monsters come back, they have effects. So like Thor will inflict 800 damage. Odin, when he comes back, lets me draw a card. Loki, I forget what he does actually. Let me go check what Loki does when he comes back. I can target 1 trap in my graveyard and add it to the hand. So Loki, like in all of Norse mythology, is kind of the overlooked one. Alright, what are we playing against? Raid Raptors. I fought this deck, I think yesterday or the day before, and it was definitely a grudge match. It was like back and forth the entire time. I think we ended up winning the matchup. It was the same one, but I don't remember. Let me turn my toggle back on. See, the thing is when you activate that card, and I learned this the hard way because I'm dumb and I didn't read my card, it only counts for the cards that were face up when the card was activated. Because I'm dumb. didn't read. Is that the right time to... you know what? Sure. We'll activate it there. I don't know if that was the right time to activate it. It probably wasn't. But hopefully we kind of screwed up their plans a little bit. But I think we might have gone a little bit early on the activation. And now he's going to destroy my monster. Yep. And because he did that, now I get to bring out Odin. Somebody didn't read their cards. It said if it gets special summoned, you can't activate its effect. See? I'm not the only one that doesn't read their cards. I made that, by the way. That's how cool I am. Ooh. Rising Rebellion. Nice, nice. Destroyed both of them. Not gonna lie, I think he got that game. That was pretty good. Good for him. Or that, or her. I don't know. I can't tell. Probably a guy. Alright, well, time to scoop. He wins. I got 500 life points left. All he had to do was attack. Alright. Let's see what this next duel has for us. That was actually a pretty good match. Is it the same person? Okay. Not a bad first hand here. Boom. 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 And then the same three that we did last time. And it's going to be the same combo pretty much every time. It's a very predictable deck. I will say that. Now, what is he playing? Or what are they playing, I should say? Fallen Abyssal. We're gonna be here a while. And Mirror Blade. And again, because he destroyed that monster, we're gonna bring out Odin. And then Odin goes away. And now we are in a tough spot. That might have been a misclick. I think that was a misclick on my part. I don't think I should have ashed there. Maybe I should have. And scoop. He got us again. That's why it was a misclick, because if I hadn't canceled it, I could have gotten 3 monsters out, and then I could have brought out Loki, and yeah. So that's why it was a misclick. But this deck is powerful. Alright, y'all. So alright, y'all. So we're gonna do some ranked battling. As you can see, we are in gold. This deck got us out of silver, actually. Not that we were stuck. It just got us out of silver. It just got us out of silver. Ooh, okay. Not a bad first hand as it is. And I don't think I have ever played this deck before. Played against this deck before. Ooh, Cyverse monsters. Maybe that's... maybe I should have guessed that. See how this goes. I think we're one win away from gold rank 3. And then we'll bring him out. Because we did that, it's going to trigger him to do something. I'm not sure what that just did, but I really don't want to stick around and find out. Okay, boom, boom, and bada boom.
And you guys have seen this song and dance before. Okay, opponent surrendered. That's the power of how strong my deck is. Don't you forget it. Got us to rank 3. Alright. We did. Actually, I think we won. I think we went on like a 3-game winning streak, which is very uncommon for me. Dang Trug. Alright. Going first. Going first. Okay. Not the worst first hand. Boom. Throw him out. Get you. And then boom. Again, the deck is very predictable. That's what I like. It's very consistent. That's kind of more of what I mean. Back. And we'll bring out a Thor. And boom. So now we have 2 negations on the field. So let's see what we're fighting against. Oh, and I know this deck very well. I've been seeing this deck more often. Have you guys been playing Master Duel or playing Galaxy Eyes just because of me? Did I inspire you to play Galaxy Eyes? Because I have never seen a Galaxy Eyes deck on the ranked until after I started playing Galaxy Eyes. Are you guys doing it for me? Galaxy. Ooh, Galaxy Cyclone. Oh boy. Yeah. Gotta kind of keep that one on the field. And just because I know this deck, I'm not going to let that happen. I know where he was going with that one, and I was not about to let it happen. Now, here's the issue, is he's going to try and bring out... Yep. And then they're going to Xyz. No, they're not going to Xyz. You placed that in the wrong zone.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll special summon you. Special summon the Smith. And there's no more like equip cards to bring out. And then let me think here. No, I don't think I'm gonna bring out IP. I thought about it. I think I'd rather just bring out Odin. Had to have known that was gonna happen. He had to have known that was about to happen. There was no chance in heck that I was gonna let you. Exactly. You had to have known that was gonna happen there, dude. So, alright, well, cool. Casual didn't really show how good this deck was, but now that you see it in ranked, you see the power of it. Mostly because I understood Galaxy Eyes as a deck pretty well, so. Anyway, 2-win streak. I think this has become my favorite deck, guys. I think that I'm gonna stick with it. I think I'm gonna stick with Nordic, and I'm gonna see how far I can go with it. At least for a couple of videos. I don't know. We'll see. But we've been at this for a little bit now. Casual was not very good to us, but ranked apparently was. It was the whole reason I went into casual, was to kind of show off the deck a little bit more, and well, it didn't really work out for casual. That's why we went to ranked, and ranked, heck, it worked out pretty well for us. But main takeaway is that this deck is very consistent. Alright, you play one card. After you play that card, you bring out your Link monster. You bring out your Link monster. You banish 3 cards. You bring out... It can be any 3 cards, by the way. Any 3 cards at all. You can just banish them. And then you bring out the 3 monsters. You synchro summon into a Thor or an Odin. Typically not a Loki. And then that trap card just negates all monsters' effects. Just like Thor negates all monsters' effects, and Odin prevents them from activating any trap or spell cards during the battle phase, I think. And then Loki, I think, gains like 100 or gains like 800 attack points if they activate something during the battle phase. So, yeah, I've rambled on long enough. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in this video. You guys are awesome. Nighthawk out. Peace!